Good morning. It is Saturday, November 20th, 2021. It's a little bit after 7 o'clock in the morning, and today we're just going to do the Falling Waters Old Bridle Path loop up to Lincoln and Lafayette. I think it's a little bit below 30 right now. Maybe like 26, 27. So up to Lafayette and Lincoln today. There's our mileage. All right, and we're off. This is along the Falling Waters Trail. Really the first substantial falling water. It's pretty nice. We haven't done this trail, well, we did it in March, and this was completely frozen and covered with snow, so you couldn't even tell there was a waterfall. And then prior to that, I think the last time we came up this way was like in 2014. So it's been a while since we got to actually enjoy the waterfalls on this trip. Okay, this is the second waterfall. It's moving pretty good. You have to do a water crossing at the bottom right here, which was a little bit tricky, mainly because there's snow and ice on the rocks, and we're also wearing spikes, which doesn't necessarily give you a lot of grip on that kind of thing. There it is, and you walk right along here, which is also kind of covered with ice. You don't want to slip and go into that. All right. There it is. There's John. Okay, we're coming up to, I think, the biggest waterfall. There's one other one that has a name, I think. That's off a little spur, but I think this is the biggest one right on the trail. I'll take a look. Whew. There it is. Beautiful. Nice. And again, last time we were here, it was completely frozen and covered with probably 3 or 4 feet of snow, so that you couldn't even tell there was a waterfall. Excellent. That's beautiful. This is right above the last waterfall from the last video. This is right there, is literally the top of that waterfall. And we just climbed up quite an icy spot to get up here. But it is the trail. Okay, and then this is the trail. Lots of ice, which I guess is good because yesterday it was lots of slush and mud. which was very annoying for people. But ice is good if you have the traction, which we do, so that's much preferable. But man, if you don't have traction, this is not the trail to be on. It's just solid ice. I don't have super aggressive spikes on. Let's see. I'm just running this to see what the water looks like up here. Hopefully I won't. You can see the water running underneath the ice right here, which I always think is pretty cool. I don't know if it shows up on here. Yeah. All right. Dig in. Okay, it just keeps going. This is the trail. It's literally right next to it. Oh yeah, look at that. More water. Awesome. Okay, this is a 0.1 mile spur trail at the right before the summit of Little Haystack, and it's called Shining Rock. And the reason it's called that is because there's water running over it, so it glistens in the sun, and you can see it from really far away. So let me get down here without wiping out. There's a bit more snow here. All right, wow. So I can hear the water.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. Yep, and then up where John is, you can kind of get a view over to the Kinsman's. Nice. It's a beautiful day today, which is good because the weather forecast during the week did not look good. Even up until Thursday night, it was still looking kind of questionable. But do you mind if I step up where you are? Oh, that's where I was gonna. Okay. All right. Oops. Do whatever you want. Let's see if I can.
I got my view.
Whoa! I guess I'm in a snowbank. Okay. There it is. And if I come over here, I don't know if the mic will pick it up. There's just water rushing under it. Cool. Okay, so next stop is Little Haystack.
So we're coming above tree line right now. Coming up Falling Waters Trail. It's getting to be late in November, so there's plenty of snow down below. This stuff up here is a little less snow here. I expect it'll be windy, so the audio on this might not be great, but it's a beautiful day. It's such a wonderful trail. We're heading up there. Is that Little Haystack?
Lincoln.
Okay.
We're on Little Haystack.
Lincoln. Okay, we're on Little Haystack. Despite the cold, the winds are really kind of low right now. The conditions are mild and it's clear, so it's a really nice day to be out here if you're going to do it in November. Today's a good one. So here we are. summit of Old Haystack. On our way over to Lincoln, then up to Lafayette. There's the sign. Hard to read. Hit Lafayette. So we're on our way up Lincoln now. Winds have died down. Scenery is beautiful. See Lincoln up there. Laura's ahead of me. Coming up on a crag here before we have our final push up to the summit. It's beautiful out today. My hand is very cold right now though, being out of my gloves. So maybe this is a good place to hit stop.
Okay, this is the summit of Lincoln. And that is Lafayette right there. North Lincoln is a little bump. I don't know if you can see it from here actually. Greenleaf Hut is right there. Cannon. And the Cannon tram. You'll see there's a couple buildings up there, and then Lonesome Lake, North and South Kinsman, Moose Lock. Looking back, we just came from Little Haystack, and behind that, I can't see anything on the screen, but Liberty and more of those points that are sort of in the background. Liberty is the right-hand one. Nice. And then over here, oh, so beautiful. We've got lovely presidential sticking up in the back, all covered in snow. And then the twins in front of that, and then the bonds coming over this way. Kerrigan Way in the background sticking up. Actually, no, that's Kearsarge North. Kerrigan's right there sticking up. Down here is Owl's Head. Over here is Garfield, and then Galehead is sort of in the foreground of the twins. Lafayette over there. So far we have had 3 trail runners come from Lafayette past us. They're going to go out over Liberty and Flume and go out to Lincoln Woods. And then we had the people who pulled in next to us just caught up with us, and they have a dog. They came up Falling Waters, and they're gonna go back down. So they're ahead of us now. The woman had through hiked the AT this year, so, and the man was very tall, so they took off. I don't know if we'll see them again. So anyway, it's beautiful up here. Wind is probably 5 miles an hour, and it's chilly, but it's nice, beautiful.
So we're on our way up Lafayette now. We're doing this this section without our micro spikes on, so we have to be very careful about where we walk. There is some ice, and sometimes it's hard to see. Not very much wind right here in the lee of this peak that we just passed. I think it's an unnamed peak, sub-peak of Lafayette. You can see Garfield over there. The Presidential's over there. Owl's Head is over here. Weather out here is just perfect this morning. It's going to get cloudy today, and possibly have some possibility of some precip later, but we should be all the way down by that time. 2 o'clock. We'll be off by 2 o'clock. The trail is easy to follow. The skies are blue. Winds are low. It's perfect.
Okay, I'm just shooting a video just for the heck of it because it is just so beautiful and perfect out. And it's just lovely. This is looking back at Lincoln. And this little bump in the foreground is North Lincoln. And coming down is the Lincoln Slide, which is not a trail, but you can go down the Lincoln Slide and meet up with Lincoln Brook Trail and go out past Owl's Head. You can climb Owl's Head if you want to. Take that out and end up at Lincoln Woods, which I think would be really fun to do. So sometime next year, not during snow, we will do that. Come up, we'll probably car spot and come up Lafayette, go out to Lincoln, and double back and go down the Lincoln Slide. I think that'd be excellent. So the next little bump here is going to be North Lincoln. Then right after that, we'll be approaching Lafayette. And it's just super clear. Over here, all those big mountains in the distance are Vermont. And it's like crazy clear. And then in close, we have Franconia Notch. And then on the other side, Cannon, the Kinsmans, and Moose Lock. Yep. Just beautiful. And then I'll give you a little up close of the frosty grasses and some frost feathers on the rocks. Nothing crazy big, but they're still pretty. All right, let's go to Lafayette.
Are they in the sun up there? I don't think so.
No, not at all. No, that's actually North Lincoln.
Okay. Just come over North Lincoln, and we're making our way down this steep section so we can climb up to Lafayette. We took off our spikes, so we're trying it without them, trying to avoid any spots that are icy or slippery. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
You can watch me slip and fall.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think I'm gonna need 2 hands on my poles, or am I just gonna be like, okay? Oh shit. There is ice underneath this stuff. I'm going to turn off this and try to get down without breaking my legs.
Okay, it's the summit of Lafayette. Here's the summit signs. They're a little frosty. Somebody cleared them off. mountains. Galehead in the foreground. And residential's in the background. Wow, nice clear day. And then there's the bonds here. Nice owl's head. Little Frosty John. And then I'm going to walk over here to show you. There's some nice, I gotta get it, frost feathers on every surface. Not huge ones, but here's a here. Now I'm up in the wind, so you can see the ski area right down there for Cannon. Yeah. Nice. Okay. And next stop will be Greenleaf Hut. And looking back up here.
It's beautiful up here. We're almost down to the Greenleaf Hut. Coming down from Lafayette. We did not slip up top, so that was good. And now we have on our spikes, so we shouldn't slip out here either. It's like a winter wonderland. We're off the tree line now, so the exposure is minimal. The ground here might be a little icy since I'm not using my poles at the moment. That's why I'm sort of moving faster here. Don't want to put on the brakes too much or I might slip. So there's Cannon over there. It's a beautiful day. Has not been too crowded. At Lafayette Summit, we saw probably half a dozen people. On the ridge, we saw another half a dozen. So that's been about it. It's nice, peaceful day. Conditions are good. And it's beautiful. Hope your day's good too.
This is from just above Greenleaf Hut, which is literally right there. I just popped out of some kind of crumholtz and you can see Shining Rock right there. So above that would be Little Haystack and then Lincoln right here. North Lincoln right there and Lafayette up there. Ooh, tip over. Crumholtz. And you can't see North Lincoln from here. But you can see Cannon. We're about on the same level as the summit of Cannon, I would say. And the Kinsmans. All right. This is the view from the Greenleaf Hut. So we have North Lafayette, Lafayette, North Lincoln and Lincoln, and then Little Haystack, and you can see Shining Rock right there. And then just looking south. Nice. It's beautiful out today. Okay, we just popped out of the woods after coming down that ridge right there. And this is one of the best views, I think, because you get the whole Franconia ridge. So Lafayette, North Lincoln and Lincoln. And then over here, Little Haystack and Shining Rock. And then Liberty sticking up right there. It's awesome.
That looks more like it.
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay.
And then looking south, you might be able to see the highway down there, Route 93. Yep. And then Moosalok kind of in the center behind And then over here are the Kinsmans through the trees. You can't really see Cannon from here, but excellent.